Okay, welcome to the video for today, everyone. I'll be talking about what's happening today and throughout the remainder of the month, why it benefits the underprivileged, and some practical advice you can use. That's the main objective beyond this month. Of the video, let's dive in and go over the specifics. Firstly, I want to quickly clarify that this is a genuine thing, that it has been announced, that it will begin today, and that it is not a suggestion, is happening. And I want to bring it to your notice since it begins today and continues for the remainder of this month. This is not conjecture, and it is not some fairy tale that will never happen again. However, after this month, things get a little problematic, but I do want to share the information with you because they affect millions and millions of low-income individuals and households worldwide. Let me go into the specifics of this that you should be aware of, and once more, I want to do everything in my power to provide you with some advice on this, based on what I've been reading and, what I know you can probably use over the upcoming months. So let's get right in and go over every aspect. But before we do, I would really like to ask you a big favor. If you haven't already, or if you're new here, please be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button directly below the video. It's completely free to do so. I'm available to you 24/7. I keep an eye on the news, conduct research, advocate on your behalf, respond to inquiries, and do everything else I can to support you financially. Many people are truly hurting, and I just wanted to bring all of this to your attention. Thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't already, please subscribe below. Let's discuss the specifics of this as well. Click the share button below to post this video to your friends' social media accounts, letting them know what's going on here. Alright, so what I want to talk about is the internet, namely the free internet that has been available for, according to statistics, and what I've read about this, there are roughly 60 million low-income individuals living in 23 million households. This program is known as the ACP, or Affordability Connectivity Program, and if you haven't signed up for it, it's actually too late to apply. Concluded a few months ago on February 17th, but as of current now, it's starting to look like they were going to run out of money as of yesterday. Turns out, though, that they actually have a little bit more money. They managed to scrape up a little more cash for this, and as of right now, they will be cutting back on the amount you can really receive toward your internet, whether it be free internet or limited internet, due to what they're going to be putting into practice as of right now, so it's probably going to be a little less. Let me explain. Previously, for the last few years, the Affordable Connectivity Program, or ACP, was paying up to $30 of your internet usage for. It was throughout the previous several years here, and that was really good for a lot of folks. In fact, according on what I've been reading, around 23 million households nationwide received $75 for those who live on tribal grounds. We're registered for this, and over 50 million of them were eligible, meaning that only roughly half of those that qualified did so. Still, 23 million households registered for this, so it's a win-win situation. Thus, moving forward, and this begins once more, the $30 that was in effect for the past few years has now been lowered to $14 as of today. That's right, it decreased by $16, so from $30 to $14, it's definitely a decrease. Superior to nothing. Although it's not much, it's in place now, and they are paying $14 for internet use for the month of May because they have enough money. Just to be clear, if you are on tribal land soon, they're going to decrease from $75 down to $35, which is a $40 monthly cut. Additionally, this month only $35 will be paid on tribal grounds. The remaining $14 will be paid to everyone else. I just wanted you to be aware of that. Once more, this isn't just conjecture. It was officially declared some time ago. Nevertheless, since it was made public and we are aware that all of these service providers exist, I would want to draw your attention to it. Many of them are aware of this, and they want to maintain their company. In other words, they don't want to lose millions upon millions of clients overnight, which would be disastrous in many respects. Despite this, the government, since financing is essentially drying up, many service providers are stepping up and offering various incentives. In fact, I've seen a number of them in action. I won't name any service providers in this video because don't want to do that. But some of them are saying, hey, come look at us. We'll give you a free service for a full year. So I understand that you need to do some research and find out who the big names are in the industry. Some are providing free service for a full year, but there are always, fine print. It's all I have to say about it. All right, so here's what they're doing. Basically, they're saying, hey, sign up for this, you know this. Expensed internet plans offer free internet for a year. But after that, guess what? You have to start paying. Please be very conscious of this, and make sure you're reading all the information before moving further, in order to avoid being forced into a contract or anything like where you will be screwed over a year later when your price suddenly increases to $50 or $100 or whatever the monthly amount may be. However, I want to encourage you to do the following to carry out moving ahead. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm going to offer you some advice moving ahead. Here's what I would do if I were you, but again, you don't have to do this. This month, you have 1 month to work with this. Now, I realize that many of you have been using the ACP program, but moving ahead, here's what I would do. Do this before the beginning of the following month. Don't wait until the next month. Is on your side? Time is your leverage at this moment. If you run out of time and lose all of your leverage, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, you want to have leverage when you enter into a negotiation with these service suppliers. Now that you have that leverage, here's what I would advise. Phone your service provider, whoever they may be, and tell them that for the past 2 or 3 years, or whatever period of time, you have been abusing the ACP. When I have to start paying this debt in about a month, you know it's going to be incredibly difficult. What can you do? They might answer, we can't really do anything, to which I would reply, okay, fine. I'm going to leave then. Oh wait, hold on, we want your company. Oh my goodness, I had no idea that you wanted my company. Anyway, let me tell you what's going on. Give your service provider a call. Give me your lowest price, please. Don't play around. If they answer, oh, then this is the most that we can do. But that's untrue. Anyone who puts their interests ahead of others in a negotiation is clearly incompetent. Nevertheless, my point is that there's always more flexibility. So when you give your service provider a call and explain the circumstances, basically, they have enough money with this ACP to last until the remainder of May. After that, it appears that I will be responsible for paying the bill, which is okay. I would like to continue using the services. I want to continue working with you and using the internet through you. But the key issue is that we need to figure out how much this will cost. So how will it be priced? How much will it be? Let's work on that a little bit. I'm sure we can work things out. Just go over the specifics. Don't accept no, okay? It's okay. They have a lot of leverage here. In terms of price, they can definitely lower it a little. However, even if they lower it by 10%, 20%, or even a few dollars, it will still benefit in the long run. Consider it moving forward for the upcoming 1.5 years, even while it might only be a few dollars a month over the course of 2, 3, 4, or 5 years. Even if you were to save 10% of it, that adds up to be a significant amount of money. When you consider the broader picture, it usually ends up costing a lot of money in the long run. Does that make sense? In any case, you should also inquire as to whether they are providing any promotional packages or incentives for those with modest incomes, or any kind of discounted pricing or something similar. And once more, if you're a SNAP beneficiary, I'm just suggesting that, or SSI, and if you have an EBT card, mention that as well. At the moment, there are a ton of options available that offer discounts for those who use SNAP, EBT, SSI, or even seniors once more. If you're 65 years of age or more, ask if you qualify for a senior discount. If not, let's chat about applying. Regarding a senior discount, I'm senior. Please give me a break. I know it's tempting to think, oh B, give me the best. But there are a ton of companies that provide senior discounts, so just ask. You won't receive anything unless you ask. Pricing. No, they won't. Since it's a business, they want to make as much money as they can, since that's how they stay in business. They want profitability in order to stay in business. Income, hence request reductions. Is there something wrong with that?